I'm very clear on this. I want all of these post officers exonerated, post office submasters exonerated. And yes, there will be some who are guilty. Of course there will be. And yes, well, you know what, so what? They've already been prosecuted and convicted, so they've already had some punishment anyway, even if those ones who are guilty, the vast majority not. I also want these people compensated. The minimum £600,000. That's a good start. Again, probably doesn't touch the side of future earnings, lost earnings, losing your home, maybe your marriage, people who lost loved ones, four committed suicide, others have died in the meantime, marriages breaking up. Losing your good name is worth more than £600,000, for goodness sake. But we've got to go further. I don't care, really, about CBEs. I don't really care about someone's pension and bonuses. But I do care about the people behind this, because there was a criminal conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. There was. I mean, it is not possible for so many people to have been pushed through this process, to have been convicted, if people were not routinely lying in court, lying about what they knew, deliberately covering up what they knew, and seeing innocent people lose their livelihoods and lose their freedom. That is a criminal act. It's a serious criminal offence. And we need people to be tried, prosecuted, and we need them to be convicted, and we need them to go to jail. Because I don't think this is about the post office. I think this is about much more than the post office. I think this is about how our country is run and the systems we've got with big corporations, big public bodies, whether it's an NHS trust, whether it's whether it's the government, whether it's the post office, whoever it is, just getting away with, in some cases, I would say, not just murder, but corporate manslaughter at least, forcing people into suicide at least because of their behaviour, where the big company always wins against the little person. We see that again and again because they've got more money, they've got more power, and they're willing to lie, and that's what they've done. So a few CBEs being handed back, a bit of pension money being handed back, and some pardons, exonerations, it's not going to fly, because until the people who did this know, and everyone following on from it know, you are going to go to jail. Your reputation is going to be taken. Your livelihood is going to be taken. Your freedom is going to be taken if you do that to other people knowingly, and they did know. They did know what they were doing. Then this is not going to stop. Don't you agree?
I agree, and I'm taken back to the start of this current series of Conservative governments. David Cameron, one of the earliest things, of course, that he did was reopen the inquiry investigation into the Hillsborough disaster. And, you know, similar, not exactly the same, obviously, but a similar sort of culture of cover-up, of lying, of blaming people.
Protect the reputation of an organisation at all costs.
Yep, dragging innocent people who died through the mud, their families through the mud, you know, sort of, again, talking decades of individuals, families having to sort of fight against a system that was arrayed against them. And it does sort of make you don't want to sort of sigh and say, well, nothing's changed, but it does appear not enough has changed.
Lessons will be learned.
Yeah, but they never are they?
I mean, I want on my gravestone to have the phrase, lessons will be learned. Asterisks, no, they won't.
Rather than, I told you there was something wrong with me.
I told you, yes, I've always said. Who was that? Is that Spike Milligan?
I think it was, yes.